Okay, you ready to go on the Braam?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go for a ride. Out of the 44 years I worked in the mines, I worked about 7 years in scratchback mining. That's what those old guys called it that I worked with. There's a good reason for that. If you saw their back, you'd know why. Scarfed up. This was a solid Democrat state for probably 80 years. But it started turning the other way. Obama administration, they wanted to shut all coal mines down. They said that before they were elected. Which to me, I could not see supporting anybody, no matter what party they are, if they're going to do away with my job. When you start doing away with people's jobs and their families have to leave the state and things, they're going to vote for who's going to look out for them.
In November 2018, over 110 million Americans voted in critical midterm elections as voters across the country grappled with a democracy at the crossroads. In the southernmost district of West Virginia, Army veteran Richard Ojeda fights to flip one of the reddest congressional seats in the country blue, hoping to reconnect the Democratic Party with its working class base.
Nobody knows how to fight like the United Mine Workers of America.
Meanwhile, the people of West Virginia fight their own uphill battles. From unemployed coal miners looking for a new start in tech to ex-opioid addicts looking for a new start in life, this is what democracy looks like, the fight for West Virginia.
I'm a 7th generation coal miner. My grandfather, dad, his father, I mean everybody was in the coal mines. When I went to the bolt machine, I was making $31.50 an hour. Ridiculous money. The 1 year I brought home was $97,000. And to get that ripped away from you, crazy. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to come home and tell my wife I got laid off. I lost my house, I lost the car, I lost the truck. But I was just like, what am I going to do, you know?
You know what to do. Hey, where am I even going? I ain't got no money. I'm doing it. I'm going this way.
Mine Mines is a company that's going to teach us how to code. I mean, it was scary because I'm just a kind of a dumb old coal miner there for a minute, you know. There's no way I could possibly do this. What am I doing here, you know? Am I setting myself up to fail?
In Afghanistan at nighttime, the stars, there's a billion of them. But I can remember when I would look up at those stars, I would always find the North Star. And I would always say to myself that my family, when it's dark, can look up and see the exact same star. Richard Ojeda. Hello, sir. Thank you too, sir.
Down here, we're nothing.
Oh, I know. Southwest Virginia is always getting the shaft.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing is I'm trying to fight to make sure that we finally can have a voice.
All right, our next speaker, State Senator Ojeda. Keep it simple. You might not agree with their side, but keep it civil.
You know, when the rich wage war, it's the poor who fight and die, and the poor who fight and die come from areas right here. At one time, this country was the beacon of hope. Cindy, you're tired, you're poor, you're hungry, you're huddled masses, and now we're turning our backs on that. I have 5 of my Afghan interpreters that stood side by side with me in combat, and I've been able to help get them in America. And make no mistake about it, they're not lazy. One of them now is an electrical engineer, and one of them is a long-haul truck driver, and they're doing phenomenal. You, sir?
What about abortion?
What about abortion? I believe that the life of the mother matters. I almost lost my wife at childbirth. And they come in there and they looked at me and they said, we're sending a chaplain into the room because your daughter may pass away or your wife may pass away. And I can remember sitting in that room, and I was probably as low as I've ever been in my life. And I thought to myself, if something happens to my daughter, me and my wife will try again. If something happens to my wife, it's over.
This district is not a complicated district. We know what it's like to watch our kids go to crumbling schools. You know, I have a son that has special needs. I know what it's like to not have resources for a kid that desperately needs them. You know, we know what it's like to not have clean water, to just want good public water, to just want to drive on good roads. People are just desperate and they need help. They're tired of being forgotten.
We got a Republican we're going to go turn.
It's good to meet you, Kurt. Good.
Good to meet you too. Tell me that you're a Republican veteran.
Did 2 to Iraq, 2 to Afghanistan.
Cool.
About 3 years over there.
Okay, yeah,
I'm suffering from PTSD and everything. But you remember waiting to die, man. And I hate that. You know, I'm a person.
Hey, let me tell you.
I just want to be treated like a person. You know, I've often wondered why you were Democrat.
I want to get back to where the Democrats take care of the working class citizens. I want to protect our veterans. If I'm going to send you away and break you, I'm going to fix you when you come home.
You know, the thing is that with you, there's a better common person. I'd like to see you go as far as you can, man.
You can check to see what that value is and then do something based on whether or not that value is. You have box X. Right now we're introducing JavaScript. This is when lights turn on for a lot of people.
We're going to have to go to the app.rb basically.
Ooh, okay.
And get rid of parameters where there could be error.
Right.
We want it to fail gracefully whenever it does fail.
It's still failing gracefully, then
We
why?
want it to fail gracefully though.
Huh? It didn't keep my sessions. I didn't hit the calendar or the cabinet. If you can't accept failure very well, then that's the hardest thing to get over. I came in all honesty, was going to give it about 2 weeks to see what it was going to be. I'm not even going to lie. Within a week, I was hooked.
And there's where the error catching comes.
That's awesome.
What's your confidence level that you all can get this knocked out today?
Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine. I definitely want that to look different. I want you to do a single page app.
Man, I wrote something.
I'm a recovering addict. I did like a 1.5 years in prison. That's why I was hoping this opportunity would give me a chance to have a future.
That's so me.
A lot of poverty, you know, I mean, there's no hope, like for a future or anything like that in a lot of stuff. So people go to addiction. Yeah, you work some crappy job that, I mean, you're barely making money at, you know what I mean, and you have no chance to like buy a house or anything like that and build for a future. So why not just spend what little you have getting high?
We lost more people last year than all the lives lost during the Vietnam War due to the opioid epidemic. There wasn't evil people. They didn't set out to get onto drugs. What happened was that they got hurt. And they went to the doctor. The doctor gave them Oxycontin and hydrocodone. And nobody knew what the hell they were. They just said, hey, take these pills and they'll help you with your pain. And then after 5 days of Oxycontin or hydrocodone, you now have an addiction. Eventually, the insurance company cuts you off. And when the insurance company cuts you off, now you don't have your pills anymore, but you're addicted. So who is the enemy? Let me tell you something. Big Pharma has killed more people than the Taliban and Al-Qaeda combined. And I don't care what you think. That's somebody's child.
I was a kid. It's not like I woke up one day and said, you know, I'm gonna be a drug addict for the rest of my life.
My main addiction was to opiates. I had broke a bone and
pain. Just go to the doctor, tell him you back aches, he prescribes it to you.
The more I had, the more I sold, the more I did. It takes a strong mind to be able to control meth. If you shoot up enough of it, you're like
2 or 3 Opanas a day.
I used with my mom a lot. She was like my sidekick pretty much my whole life, and we used together. Long story short, she used some of my drugs. She was dead 3 days later. My sister had been here in this place like 3 years prior, and she called here and she got me a bed.
Whoever done a good job on the cornbread. Hopefully they'll let you have the kids. That would be great.
You think that you can just tell them quit, you know, just quit, you know, but they can't. I've been a nurse for 30-some years, and but I felt like there was more that I needed to be doing, and I wanted to be able to help people. This is my son, Kevin. He's currently spending time in federal prison, which of course is the drugs.
Mom's gonna be home with you soon. Not gonna be long. Bye-bye.
There's a compassion, like even driving down my street, that I don't think I would have ever had I not been exposed to the addiction with my son.
So.
Trump he's truthful. He calls it, he's a straight shooter.
He's looking out for the American people.
We're the forgotten Americans, and President Trump has remembered the forgotten Americans.
Oh, I think it's going to be red around here.
Landslide victory for the conservatives.
Make America great again, President Trump.
When has the Republicans took care of the working class citizens in our state? Because I tell you what, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, so airborne. How y'all doing?
How are you?
Airborne, airborne. How y'all doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Airborne, can't complain. And I guarantee you, I'll get more done than what we've had in a long time. I thank my lucky stars every day I was in Korea that we wasn't fighting. You guys had a tough fight. My opponent has a lot of money, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm running circles around her. What's going on with you?
You know, we're working. Well, how about you? You doing a little work?
I'm busting ass.
That's good. That's how you win.
Airborne, I'm going to. New Jersey. Not even from this state.
Joe's gotta go.
You gotta go. You ain't done a thing for us. You're a carpetbagger. You ain't even from this state, man. Get moving, get moving. You ain't even from this state. Get moving. Carpetbagger.
When I graduated from high school, I had two choices. Take that hillbilly highway north of Cleveland or Chicago or Detroit, or go into coal mines. So I went into mines. You ever hear that song, Darker Than a Dungeon? Okay, that's an old song out there, and it came from a coal mines. Now right there's your darker than a dungeon. Coal mining's always been feast or famine. Well, for about 8 years, it seemed like the war on coal. From about 2008, I guess, up to about 2016, they tried to shut every coal mine down in the country. All those mines shut down, all the families left. They're pretty well ghost towns now. That make America great again, you have to have a strong country. The Trump administration is all for coal, and I am too. We need to use it, keep people working.
There's nothing that we've ever done that can be far enough away from the reach of your love and the freedom that you have established by your blood, by the redemptive work at the cross.
There are many in this room today that are standing at the door saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say. You need to locate yourself. Don't blame the pastors, don't blame other people. If you're having so many issues, it's not anybody else but you. Can you believe what I just said? Don't sell yourself, don't give yourself away. Keep yourself. Keep yourself. Keep yourself.
It's the best road to recovery. It's the truth, and it's blessings, and it's all love. All love and goodness.
He's a church-going guy, I know he is.
No, you don't. You been on film before? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I've been on the news. Tell me
You ain't been on the news?
Yeah, I have.
For what, breaking and entering?
For selling meth.
Sorry.
I've been on the news once. It's bad. It's all bad, what?
I'd rather be out there putting boots on the ground, but it's got to be done.
So do you want to do small donors?
Sure. Yes, Alan, this is Richard Ojeda from West Virginia. Just wanted to call, and I wanted to thank you for donating to my campaign. We are going to turn this red seat blue, and it's going to be because of people like yourselves. So you have a blessed day, Airborne.
Hello, we are not available now.
Hello?
This is Richard Ojeda. I'm running for Congress in West Virginia.
Who is it again? The person whom you're trying to reach, is currently unavailable. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
You've got a lot of people to thank.
And we'll thank them.
You have reached is not available. When you have finished recording, the mailbox is full and cannot accept any message.
I'll put you on the phone until 9.
No, you ain't.
Yes, I am. We're only about 5 hours late from making calls. Mm-mm.
If I'm going to be able to combat the commercials that are going to go out from my opponent, I have to raise money.
I think Reagan will go down, was one of the best presidents because of the way he handled with the Soviet Union. I'm not intellectual, but I like art, music, and all that kind of stuff. Well, man, I like what you have to say. I don't have money, but I got a lot of time.
I think me going up a holler, knocking on a bunch of doors, talking to a lot of people is what will make them go vote for me. I don't think a phone call is going to do it, but once again, in terms of raising money, this seems to be the only way that you can do it. Nicole, this is Richard Ojeda. We are going to win. We're beating her in the polls.
Yeah.
We're winning. We're going to win.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We got one on the phone.
Finally got one on the phone.
Should we do it like this, or is there a better way?
Okay, so go back to your app, RV. So what you're saying is convoluted is that you're naming it price equals session price. So yeah, you can do a lot of that with just your email. Okay.
I just got this vibe from Billy Jack. He's not going to quit. And I was just like, God, how can this guy, he's a laid-off coal miner, and learn, this sophisticated skill set that coding is. And he's really, really good at it. So, it's just amazing.
You can compact that function and make it as small as possible.
I want to be done with money. I got 2 young boys, and I actually have them doing code. So in all reality, I wanted to end the 7th generation with me and become my boys being the 1st generation of coders.
It don't look simple, but it's very simple. So we started messing with those loops, and I felt really good about myself afterwards. I felt like I actually, I'm learning a lot here, but I felt good because I could apply it.
Oh my goodness, it's really good to see you. Oh my goodness. Well, look, why don't you just run as a Republican? What's good about you being a Democrat?
Because I'm a real Democrat. And I believe that if the Democratic Party gets back to what a real Democrat truly is, then we'll be fine.
In West
No Twitter.
Which is not Democrat friendly, so this guy's welcome to the Dan Jones Show.
This is on our website.
Yeah, Twitter.
I want you to talk about, this race is just getting started. West Virginia proved earlier this year that we're ready to stand together. But I need your help. I'm asking for $3, $5, whatever you want.
That's right.
I need you to sell it. I need an upsell here.
I got it.
All right, sell it.
Hey everybody, Richard Ojeda here. You guys know I'm running for Congress in West Virginia's 3rd Congressional District. We are actually in a fight, and we're trying our best to be able to raise the funding to be able to combat the ability to be drowned out in this race.
That sucked.
I know.
You're in the fight of your life because you're running against a millionaire Republican.
I know that. I know that. Let's go.
I'm hyping you up here.
You're not hyping me up. You're driving me crazy. Okay, let's go.
All right, you ready?
You bond. You get to know each other. You open up your heart. You put everything you have inside on the outside. And someone comes in and they mysteriously leave, and it's hard. It hurts.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, we're addicts. Yeah, we're alcoholics, but we're people. We made mistakes and bad choices and bad decisions, but we're good people. What else do you want me to say? I don't know. I'm talking from my heart to you.
It's just amazing what a prayer can do.
Mining has always been dangerous, and it always will be. My 2 older brothers, both of them died. One age 56, the other 60. I mean, it was mostly directly from coal mining. Black lung. That's where you breathe the coal dust when you're making your cuts, and it cakes in there, makes your lungs brittle. I was diagnosed with black lung back in the early 80s to middle 80s. And once you get it, you've got it. My son graduated from college, which was the computer, what his degree was in. He got involved with those computers, and we bought a computer at the house, and he was really into it. And that was his calling. And right now, he's doing great.
by the next member of Congress, 3rd District in West Virginia, Carol Miller. She's done a fantastic job.
I'm Carol Miller.
A woman that works very hard for you, Carol Miller.
She is for West Virginia. That's what makes her different from Richard Ojeda.
If Richard Ojeda goes to Congress, he is going to be with Pelosi to put a thumb in the eye of the president.
Carol's opponent is a radical left-winger named Richard Ojeda.
I've seen this person. You can't have that person in Congress. That person is stone cold crazy. I'm only gonna love you one day past forever. That's as far as it goes.
I had a few things that just kept, a few disappointments and just took my eye off the prize there, you know. And I know the minute that I done it, I messed up, but it was too late, you know.
I have 16 months sobriety now. I'm just grateful to be sober. I was trying to just learn how to be responsible and even just to get up and make my bed in the morning. I love going to college and making good grades on my exams. Learning how to function on my own and be responsible. I didn't know if I could ever do that. Or to feel my grandparents hug me and tell me they love me and be able to look at me and not see me high. Or be worried that I'm going to steal their pills or something crazy like that. Like, it feels so good. Right now, I don't have any negative things to say about being on my own.
So right now, this is completely correct. All I gotta do is change my assert equals to 1, well actually to 4, because I got 4 items.
The return will be 1, 2, 3.
That makes a lot more sense.
They're coming up the same way I did. It's definitely weird making that transition to helping somebody else out. It makes me a better coder, honestly, because the things I know now and the mistakes they're making was something that I was making at that point in my learning.
No. I still get discouraged real easy though. If it wasn't for these guys, I probably would have had some serious thoughts about dropping out.
Tell them all that I have 2 kids and you're getting locked in the basement.
Yes. This is more of a blessing than anything. It was probably about a month into it when I realized, he was very serious about it. Getting books and reading them and doing research. That was kind of the kicker there, because normally he doesn't really like to hit the book sometimes.
Gonna be so much new stuff. It's gonna be weird.
Michael Bloomberg said that there's no way that you could teach coal miners to code. That fucking pisses me off. That cat don't know me. I don't know him. I said, but you tell him that if he don't think I can code, to come on down and let's go grab lunch. I said, and I guarantee when we're done with lunch, the both of us will walk away and learn something. I'm Billy Jack Buzzard. I'm a former coal miner, and I code on computers for a living.
I know we are. Let me tell you something, it's hard for somebody to come after Cecil, and I mean what I said. As a veteran, we got your back, Mama County. You need anything, you call me, you got my number, and I mean it's my personal number. I got your back. Hey, thank you.
What made you, after 24 years with the Army, involve yourself in politics?
Is when I retired and I come home. I come home And I tell people, I say, I saw kids that had it worse than the children that I saw in Iraq and Afghanistan.
And in Sweden, we had an election last September, 87% went to the polling station. Here,
no. I mean, I stood in an area about a month ago, and I told a county, your representatives do not respect you because they don't think that you go to the polls and vote.
Are you fed up? Yeah! Are you fired up? Yeah! Are you ready to reclaim our state? Yeah! Our brothers and sisters, are you ready to fight? Yeah! I said, are you ready to fight? Yeah! You know, brothers and sisters, there is someone with us today that I know is ready to fight. And that someone is Richard Ojeda.
I want you to think about this when I say this. You are worthy. You are worthy. The person that gets up every day and puts on their work clothes, goes to work to feed their family, that's the most important person in the United States of America. Fact. Fact. Don't you ever tell me that a cook in our schools is not worthy. I want to smack you in the mouth. Don't you ever tell me that bus driver that drives our most prized possession to and from school is not worthy, because they are. Don't you tell me about that custodian that cleans that classroom and that restroom that our children go into is not worthy, because they are. Yeah!
You got tired.
Tired and nervous.
So we're just doing some last minute canvassing here in Logan. The polls close at 7:30. We're trying to elect Richard Ojeda. You wouldn't consider voting for Richard Ojeda?
I don't vote, I'm serious. I'm 54 years old and never voted in my life.
Are you voting for Richard Ojeda? No.
No?
Okay.
Ojeda.
That Ojeda stuff is funny, is it not? That's hilarious.
Oh, you're not old enough yet? Oh, gotcha. Have you voted yet? What's that?
There's a bunch of us, I think we might go, I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we can't drive.
Well, if you need a ride, we actually have a van. You know, the polls are still open until 7:30.
Not today, I was thinking.
Figured I'd stay away from that one.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Have you voted yet today?
No, honey, I don't vote.
You don't vote? Okay. I appreciate your time.
Let me ask you something. On this
Yeah.
midterm, like where I'm registered Republican, and you can still vote for the Democrat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just out here doing the final push, so. But I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem, buddy.
You're supporting Richard too?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, awesome. Awesome.
I think he's going to do a really good job,
Okay, so I've got to start out your speech. As far as thanking goes, you thank everybody who voted for you today. Family, your close team.
With hold on, Congressman Tim Rudd. How we doing, sir? I think we're doing pretty good. I think that we've done everything we could possibly do to pull off this victory. Now it's just making sure people get to the polls. I think that, you know, Southern West Virginia is a little different. I think that this is a blueprint on how we can win all across the United States of America. And we believe we can still pull this off. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks. Airborne. Bye.
As soon as we get the final results a little bit later on this evening. Again, Pat Simon, Logan County with the Ojeda campaign to the Watch Party. 13 News working for you.
No, unacceptable. Unacceptable. There's no reason to use. We're talking about families.
Unite the feet. Hold your head up high, and you still the man, okay?
But that's okay. I will shake it off. But make no mistake about it. This is not the end of my fight. And it is definitely not the end of our fight together. I'm not done fighting for people with pre-existing conditions and their ability to have affordable health care protected. I'm not done fighting for our unions, their right to collectively bargain, and their ability to stand together united. I'm not done fighting with Big Pharma and other interests who buy our politicians and convince them to look the other way. And finally, to the President of the United States. On several occasions, you came here to speak for Carol Miller. You called me a stone cold crazy wacko, and then you mispronounced the way I say my name. But make no mistake about it, you're going to know my name. I'm Richard Ojeda. I am Richard Ojeda, and I'm not done fighting. And neither are we. Neither are we. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.
There's some already down there, I guess. Don't film this, Sam. We're being rude right now.
Congratulations. You have that?
So we're fortunate enough to have two graduates of our program today. First off, Marissa Odell.
You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. And you know, I'm trying to live by that right now, and I'm using all of my failures to help me build me up in my success today. And I just want everybody to know that if I can do it, anybody can.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you guys. I love you.